Between 1974 and 1978, a shadow fell over America. Dozens of young women vanished without a trace. Their only connection, they all trusted a polite, handsome stranger. Many were never seen again. This is the story of how charm became a weapon, and how a perfect smile hid a monster. The warning signs were there, but nobody saw them. At just 3 years old, he quietly surrounded a sleeping family member with kitchen knives. As a teenager, he was known for his impeccable manners and good grades, but behind closed doors, he secretly watched people at night. His perfect facade hiding a simmering rage. He was the master of a dark psychological triad, wearing 3 invisible crowns, better than anyone. First, Machiavellianism. He was a brilliant manipulator. He would fake injuries, wearing a cast on his arm or using crutches to appear helpless. He'd impersonate authority figures, like a police officer, to gain trust. And after every new police sketch was released to the public, he would completely change his appearance. His hairstyle, even growing a beard, making him a ghost. He was so convincing that he escaped police custody not once, but twice, simply by outsmarting everyone around him. Second, narcissism. He truly believed he was smarter, better, and above the law. To him, rules and consequences were for other people. When he was finally caught and put on trial, he didn't see a courtroom. He saw a stage, and he was the star. He fired his own lawyers to represent himself, enjoying the media spotlight. He once proudly told a detective, "I'm the coldest person you'll ever meet." He wasn't confessing, he was bragging. And third, psychopathy. When tested, he scored almost perfectly on the psychopathy checklist. This meant he felt zero guilt, zero fear, and absolutely no empathy for anyone. He could describe his horrific acts with the same casual tone you'd use to talk about the weather. To him, other people weren't human, they were objects. His favorite trick was terrifyingly simple. He would approach a young woman, often on a college campus, his arm in a fake sling. He'd say, "Hi, I'm Ted. I hurt my arm. Can you help me carry these books to my car?" It was a simple request for help, and they always helped. That moment of kindness was all he needed. He crossed state lines, constantly changing his name and his look, staying one step ahead of the law for years. His youngest known victim was only 12 years old, but the nightmare finally ended. On January 24, 1989, at Florida State Prison, his sentence was carried out. Outside the prison walls, huge crowds gathered, celebrating the end of a reign of terror. The most important lesson from this story is that he never looked evil. He was handsome, educated, and charismatic. That was his greatest weapon. It reminds us that some of the worst monsters don't break down the door. They ask politely, and we open it for them. Always trust your instincts. The nicest smile can hide the darkest mind. Thanks for watching. Want to do a dark dive into this story? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.